In life, I suppose and firmly think that everyone should be on a path to wealth accumulation. Now, for someone, the path to wealth accumulation comes second to maybe in the first phase of his life, experiencing and living and doing and traveling. To some other people, like me, it happened very early, and I really loved the fact of building myself through a way of wealth accumulation. Everyone has his phase of life, everyone has his timing, and I'm not here to tell you that today you should start, but definitely keep in mind that if you're listening to this video, most probably you're understanding English, and most probably you're one of the luckiest person on earth, because you have in your hands a business called internet marketing, affiliate marketing, network marketing, sales. You're in this space, and through knowledge, skills, and personal development, you can definitely make a lot of money. And in life, the fact of chasing money, it's a good thing if you are detached from the money itself, but if you use money as a guidance, as a North Pole to go and to grow to get there. Because remember, we don't go to a goal, we grow to a goal. Now, in this whiteboard today, I'm gonna show you the process through network marketing on how you can do wealth accumulation. Because yes, this industry of network marketing and sales, it's such a liquid business. You can make so much money. I mean, it's strange to feel it when you're not making money and you're under the pressure of the process. But as soon as you come out and you start breathing, you start making the money, you start growing and realizing that everything was for a reason, you're like, damn, this industry is so cool. I can make so much money. Today, I'm gonna give you the 3 steps that you need to follow to make liquidity in this industry, because you need liquidity. The first lever in life, it's people. We need to use people, we need to build people, we need to train people, we need to pour ourselves into people in order to get to the second step in life, which is capital. The second lever, it's capital. We need capital. If someone asked me, Giorgio, what's the biggest suggestion? Get involved in this industry, get involved into sales, make capital, make money, and learn people. The first step of wealth accumulation starts from pouring a lot of work. You need to become a workaholic. I'm sorry, there's no other way around. Everyone who became successful in every industry told you, you need to work your ass off. So in this industry, especially, it's a people's business. We need to shake hands, do meetings, travel, doing calls, and so on and so forth. We need to have a super active income. This is the first step. So super active work leads to super active income. Don't buy into the lie of work for 1 year and don't work for the rest of your life. That's a lie. You actually want to keep working the rest of your life because you like what you're doing, and that's why it's not a sacrifice to work. At the beginning of my journey, I loved my super active income because I had to work for that. But guess what? Everyone has to work for an income. So I never bought into, I will just work for 3 years and then I'm gonna stop. And that's why I'm still here today, because those who buy into that idea are gonna be gone pretty soon, because as soon as they reach 10K a month, 20 or 30 or 50 or 100, they're gonna stop working. And unfortunately, if you stop working, it's because your self-image, it's not connected to you working. And what should you do if you're not feeling purposeful as a human being to work at business? Like, what's the whole goal? Do you think the whole goal is to do nothing? Of course, I get those who say, Giorgio, of course, the whole goal is to go back to nature. I agree. I will do that, but while I'm alive, as I already know I'm gonna go back there, let me do something for humanity. Let me build something. Let me do this. Let me share some value. Let me invest my money. Let me build something. You know, I know I will go back on fishing. If I go there already today, I'm gonna feel so hopeless and so. All the money you make, you need to be willing to invest that back into the business. Forget wealth accumulation here. Here, everything is going back to the business and you're hustling. The second phase of wealth accumulation in this business, it's to decrease the churn rate. You need to decrease people who are leaving and quitting this business. It's normal. We live in a business that people can join for very low and people can leave for very little. And this is what we're signed for. I don't even feel emotional about it. Of course, it's taken. If you're a leader, about your leaders. There's always a percentage of people who are gonna basically get out of your way, quit. God clears the way. But at the same time, you need to have strategies on how to retain those leaders, and in other videos probably I talk about that, and how to retain your people who are building, and how to retain your customers. So this is what I mean by decreasing the churn rate, because you're building it, correct? You're putting the work in, you're hustling, you're working day in, day out, and you're building a super active income. So making money, investing back, traveling, shaking head. But at the same time, you need to get to a point where basically you have a stable passive income due to the usage of the service or products you have. So we need to create 3 main points to decrease the churn rate. The point number 1 is the attachment to the company, the service, the products you're using. Because if you want to build, and this is definitely my case, I don't know if it's yours, a lifetime income, possibly as passive as possible, you need to know that people need to really get value out of what you offer. If they don't, man, before or later they're gonna quit. Or as soon as they don't build the business anymore, they're not gonna use the service anymore. So the key question that leads me to believe so much in what I do is, would people still use what I have, what the company offers, if I or them wouldn't be in the business anymore? And if the answer is yes for you too, this is a game changer, because this builds retention and stability. Because, I mean, yes, you can run forever, you can work, and you should be working forever, but not as maniacally like you do at the beginning. Some people do, only 2% of humanity can be keeping up with this rhythm. I love it, it's my drug and addiction, but majority cannot. So your income is gonna be sustained by 1, attachment to what you offer. Number 2, systems. So you have to have systems in place. And 3rd, by personal development. If you make people grow, when they grow, they stay. Just to sum it up, the first step is you building actively, only active income, 0 passive. In the second step, you're building the passivity, you're building the residuality. In the third step, you have to build leaders, because leaders are gonna be the ones who are gonna do step 1 and step 2 for you on your behalf. They're gonna basically be representatives of yours. So it's not easy, because in order for you to build leaders, you have to keep adding value, keep being there, keep showing up, keep being the example. So here it becomes a second nature for you. So it doesn't take effort, it became a second nature to be that person, to show up, to give value, to add certainty, to train. I mean, it's just who you are. Most probably you have built systems on your personal brand like I do. So you create leaders without you even knowing, because of everything you do and everything you say. Remember, it's not easy. Maybe some people stay 4 years here and they go here on the 5th. Some people think they get here, hopefully and fortunately, at the 2nd year, but they're gonna go back here the 4th. So these phases are messy, like growth. Growth is messy. But remember, this is a building and rebuilding business. So never give up and keep building, keep pouring your heart, your desires, and your skills into other people's, because this is gonna pay off enormously.